Khaled.
Hey, Squid Squad, we're back. I've missed the Squid Squad very much, and I'm trying to do the podcast every day, but Vincent doesn't want to do it, so I had to convince him to do it today.
I was just gonna come in with the lyrics, but there's no instrumental.
Yeah, there's no instrumental of that song.
Video Squid is now streaming.
We have a lot to talk about today, Squid Squad. First of all, I'm gonna let Vincent lead the episode. So, yeah.
Well, today is coincidentally National Reconciliation Day. So we want to say we're sorry for not being here yesterday.
Really?
We got to reconcile.
What does
yeah.
that mean? Like you
just make amends, apologize, patch up wounds, and
that's pretty good.
I know there was one person who was very upset that we didn't stream yesterday.
Who was it?
Carlos.
Carlos?
Yes.
Was he?
No.
Oh.
I'm assuming he was torn up about it. But
per usual.
There we go. Ooh, there's the thumbnail. I'm bringing planking back. I'm bringing planking back. Yep.
Those are the chorus.
Those other plankers don't know how to act. What's up, Ray Nice? What's up, a purple dinosaur? What's up, Kimmy? What's up, Melissa? Wyman, my golf journey.
Oh man, I know some of these people have schoolwork, but guess what? They're logged in, watching us. Hey, a purple dino. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Melissa.
So, that's what's going on. I can hear myself. Today, we are going to be talking about Ariana Grande and her new song.
Wow.
Ronda Rousey and the fact that she got arrested.
Wow.
And we think it's real. We don't think it's like a set up WWE thing either.
Wow.
And Nipsey Hussle.
Wow. Wait, watch Harry's performance with Steve, please.
Harry did a cover of Nipsey Hussle dying. What? Yes, you know what? I'm glad you reminded me of that. I know that was a huge thing over the little hiatus, and I did want to get back to that. We should definitely watch the performance with Harry and Stevie Wonder. I heard they did something together at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I love both of them. Isn't she lovely? I hope that's the one they sang. I like that song. That's probably my favorite Stevie song. And she's a bad man, Majama. I'd love to hear Harry's take on that song. What else? Let me know in the chat if you can think of any more Stevie Wonder songs. But Stevie Wonder was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is weird because I think he does more like R&B. But I'm with it. I love him. And two of these guys collabing, it's great. It's definitely a new direction. And what is that? It looks good.
Bread pudding.
Ooh. So, you know what? Why don't we get into the Stevie Wonder song first?
Let's do it.
Because I kind of want to give them something they want up front, and then we'll get into the other hot topics.
Guess what, Jen? I had a nightmare. I had night terrors the other day. I had a nightmare where we didn't give the Squid Squad exactly what they wanted. I woke up in a cold sweat. Let's get into it.
Have you ever had a nightmare while you were awake?
Yeah.
Those are even worse.
Okay, I was talking with a friend about this. Have you ever had moments in a dream where you're like, wait. Everything that is happening right now is way too crazy. This cannot be real. This has to be a dream. Like, have you ever had those moments?
Yes.
And like you test it to see if it's a dream or not?
Usually when I realize that, I don't want to mess with it. Because once I know it's a dream, it's like, okay, who cares what happens? Let's stay here for a while.
Yeah. That's the Kate Upton dream you had, right? Correct?
The one where I kill her.
Oh, no. So, what was I saying? Oh, but have you ever had this? Because this has happened to me multiple times. I'm in a dream, and this is only when it's going horrible. It becomes this horror film. Either someone's like gonna chase me or about to kill me. There's no way out. And in my mind, I'm like, no. And it has nothing to do with like the laws of physics being broken or anything. It's just that I know that this situation is so scary. and like I cannot handle it. I'm like, no, this can't be real. Like this is not happening right now. This is not happening. And then I wake up, but I wake up in another dream, and I'm like in that dream, and like I don't even know, and it's not even until later that I actually wake up, and I was like, whoa, I thought I was awake, but I was in another dream. Like, has that happened to you?
That I don't think has ever happened to me.
I think it's happened to me like 3 times.
When that happens and you're finally in the real world, do you test it?
No. It's kind of like it becomes just obvious.
It's such a weird grounded feeling. Like there's not even a reason to test at that point. Like when you're actually in reality, then you know for sure you're in reality.
Yeah. But at the moment, that other dream that I thought was the reality then, like, seems so real. But when you wake up, you're like, oh, yeah, this is different.
And I'm sure this is the tip. Like everyone has been asked this question. Have you ever woke up from one of those dreams and tried real hard to go back to sleep to continue that first dream? Yeah. And then it just becomes a mess. It's not the same.
Sometimes I'm able to do it, but yeah.
I don't think I've ever successfully done it.
Yeah. That's been amazing when I've been able to do it. Dang. Well.
Have you ever gone to sleep thinking of something so much, trying to dream about it?
I cannot. Maybe like when I've had a dream and I was like, I wish I could continue that, and then maybe. But
I've done that a few times.
Like, let's say I was one of the Squid Squad. I would want to dream that me and Harry get like trapped in a New York penthouse, and like we have to become like best friends, and then you have to become like his girlfriend because he needs someone he can trust.
You would like to be Harry's girlfriend?
No. I'm saying that's what the Squid Squad dreams.
Did you hear? I don't know if you saw the chat over the weekend. They're shipping us now.
Shipping.
You know how they're shipping like Harry and Lewis? How they're Larry?
Shipping. That's
like
shipping?
That's called shipping. Like when you're like when you want them to have a relationship,
oh,
you're like I ship them.
Yeah.
So people would ship like Zayn and Harry, and they call it Zary.
So wait, they're
calling us Valix. They're shipping us now.
Valix. That sounds cool because it has most of my name,
and
it has all of my name in it. It just has your V. I'm down with that.
So they were, and then a lot of people were like, nah, maybe like a bromance, but nothing like Someone DM'd me a rather inappropriate photo.
No.
I'll have to share it with you later.
Share it with me.
I don't think we can show it on the stream. It's on my computer at home.
Wow. Has your wife seen it?
No.
Okay.
I've been looking at it quite a bit, though.
You know, I have to show you this text that I got. It's also in that vein. By the way, from someone I don't know.
Interesting. Not from the Squid Squad?
That was like months ago.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready to? Or what are we reacting to, Harry?
We are reacting to I guess YouTube Harry Styles and Stevie Wonder. I know it's a lot, but like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. See what comes up. I'm trying not to miss anything here.
Oh, Harry Styles singing.
What? Rose had a dream that some Mexican gang members were planning on jumping me.
Wait, planning on jumping you?
Yeah.
She's been watching too much MMA.
Oh, yeah. I always have that feeling where I'm falling and then I wake up.
I'll tell you this. One time I realized that I was in a dream and I knew it was a dream. And for some reason, like, this is what happened. I was like, wait, this is not reality. And I was like, all right, anything goes. And then I had a paintball gun in my hand and I started flying around and shooting everybody.
Was it people you knew? Like you were
I can't remember if it was people I knew but I was in an office building. And I was like, oh,
was it when you were working in Focus Vision? Like
I
people you wanted to kill or something?
I can't remember like when exactly I had it, but I remember that happened.
Well, sometimes I get worried with if I have a dream. Because I know a couple who the husband in that relationship, they call it like restless legs or something. Apparently he kicks like crazy in his sleep.
Yeah.
And he's injured his wife a couple of times.
Dang.
And they told me one time, like jokingly, like, well, no, they said it in a light way, but they were serious. They were like, Vincent, if he ever kills me in my sleep, stand up for him. It's an accident. I was like, what? They were like, he was all like, he felt bad. She's like, yes, he's hurt me in our sleep, but he doesn't mean it. If he ever like kills me, stand up for him. I was like, what?
I know what's going on in that relationship.
She's all like, he has her all
Yeah.
like manipulated.
Baby, you know I can't control that when I kick you.
He's like,
He's just like all bitter. Well, I see him as like the what is that called? A passive aggressive type where he'll be in bed and then he's just all like for something like from Wednesday that he's still mad about. And then she's like, and then he explains it like, baby, you know I can't control it.
there's
Like,
been times where like I'm laying down still beside my spouse and like I hear her alarm on and she won't turn it off and I'll be like and like turn over and she'll like, you know how like when you do that to someone, they wake up, they don't know they've just been hit or something.
Yeah.
So I'll do stuff like that. But
so if you and her had a video camera that showed your night, she would be like, what?
I guess so. Like I'll do like but I often have dreams where I feel like I'm being chased or I'm in danger and like I'll fight.
The
and I'll
chased ones, yeah.
Well, I'll worry like, am I gonna hit? Or like a lot of times, one of my my younger child will come to the bed. He'll wake up and go to the bed. And I'll think, what if I'm fighting? I punch him or something. So I wonder if stuff like that. Like, how much does
you know what? Our
brain
body,
have-
I think our body will like twitch and stuff. I think for the most part, we're not all like susceptible to getting up and doing everything that are because like some people do sleepwalk and everything. But let me ask you: are those chasing dreams the same as mine? Where it seems like every single chasing dream, I'm being chased, and it's some kind of monster, and they're always right about to get me, no matter what I do. I'm like running, I'm jumping fences, I'm running, I'm jumping the next, and they're always right there.
It's never a monster with me. It's always a real person.
The mother-in-law.
Because like she's too slow. Even in real life, like I don't enjoy scary or horror movies like this of like monsters because I know it's not real. To me, what's scary is people. So when I have dreams, it's always a gang of people. It's never one person.
Multiple people.
Yeah, because that would be different. It's like, okay, you face off or whatever.
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
always like 12 people. And they're always right on me too. I'm always jumping fences. I'm always running around corners. But it's always real people, and it's always several people. Always.
Wow. Let's get into this Harry performance.
Oh, this is the one with
Wait.
Stevie Wonder?
This is the X Factor?
No, it should be the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Some people are saying Stevie Nicks.
Oh yeah, that's what they mean, Stevie Nicks.
That's weird. I don't know why he'd be singing with Stevie Nicks if Stevie Wonder was maybe because they like him to stand up there and just kind of enjoy the thing.
Yeah.
I would like to introduce to you somebody that I've become really good friends with over the last 7 years.
Blah 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 blah. We're trying to get to the music right now, Chet. All right.
Harry is rocking the Hillary Clinton line here.
Very bright. I saw a lot of pictures in the Squid Squad chat where they were like, Love and Harry. They were putting pictures and like videos. of him and
I
stuff.
saw stuff. I think that day I was very out of the loop, but I saw that there was a lot of that going on. Yeah. It's like an
The
Italian
Squid Squad.
tracksuit.
Are they Shawn Mendes fans?
I believe they are. They have brought him up before.
Who do you guys like better, Shawn or Harry?
I don't think they like anyone as much as Harry.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Harry number one?
I believe so.
What
There
about
might be
Jesus?
a handful that are not in this thread. there might be a handful that are like Louis more.
Louis?
But I
Oh,
think
okay.
most are very Harry. I wonder if this is gonna be one of those weird Illuminati things where she like kisses him or puts a spell on him or something, like Britney and Madonna, kind of like generational thing.
I mean, I would think he's already inducted into the Illuminati
You would
by
think
now.
so. She was like casting a spell on him right now.
Really?
She's always been known as like that witch lady.
By the way, we will get into an Illuminati conspiracy soon when we talk about Nipsey Hussle.
All right.
Oh, I put mute.
There are several people on here saying Louis.
They like Louis better?
There are several on here.
Chant, what are you thinking about this performance so far?
I'm trying not to. I mean, it's not great by any means. So,
Did you hear the crowd go, woo, when he started singing?
I didn't even notice.
Watch. Tell me if you hear it too.
So,
Does it make you happy to see all the Harry fandom? Because, like, it's interesting to me. Like, these people, because, like, do guys get in threads and they're like, bro, Rihanna's going to be in New York. Oh, my God. Like, you see what she's wearing?
I feel like men fans kind of find ways to celebrate the women they love in private.
You know what? I've seen this video that we're going to have to watch, and it was about all these guys either checking out women in real life or scrolling through the phone, and like you see their girlfriend catching them, and they get all like, and then there's this one guy who he's like sitting like this. He's sitting like this, and he's like you could tell he's concentrating on what he's looking at, and he doesn't know it, but his wife is above his head. Let's say his head is here, and he's like, but he doesn't know it. And they're outside at this pool, and the wife is like this for like a straight 2 minutes.
Who was recording that?
I don't know.
It was real?
But someone was recording it, yeah. Because you could like the reactions were like subtle enough to where like, oh, none of them are trying to be funny right now. We have to watch it. I'll find that video.
You know how to find that?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, I was actually kind of wondering about that the other day because I was kind of getting a taste of what it like kind of means, like what a fandom kind of is, and what kind of people are in it, and like how they conduct themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard to like. I think of the things I love more than I could possibly love anything else in that category. Like The Office, Steve Carell, Seinfeld,
The Beatles.
John Lennon, The Beatles. I mean, one way that I like to describe how much I like The Office or The Beatles or the Three Stooges or whatever, it's like I feel like I'm as much of a fan as you can possibly be with, oh, shoot.
Say it.
This is a really
Say it.
cold way of saying this.
Okay.
And the word weird is subjective. I'm as much as a fan as you could possibly be without getting weird.
Well, what would you...
Because I'm not going to put like...
Like if you could meet the Beatles, would you meet them? Would you go to a meet and greet?
That's hard to say. Because
Not meet and greet. How about you guys perform together or like...
I don't think so.
No?
I think I really got to that. I got over it. You know how usually people want to meet people who they're
You would
fans
want to
of?
meet Kate Upton. Like without a doubt.
I could meet her because I don't care for her.
Yeah, right.
Because
Okay.
I got to that place where you know how usually, like typically, if you like someone and you're a fan, you want to meet them. For me, it's like Seinfeld, Larry David, Steve Carell, the Beatles. I wouldn't want to meet them. It's like that thing, you don't want to meet your heroes. Like it'll always kind of be a disappointment, even if they turn out being great. It's like you need that separation, like that buffer. I don't think I'd want to know them in real life. I like the place they hold in my brain right now. So, like John Lennon, I wouldn't care about his dog or his sister or his mom or his brother. It's like they don't write the songs I like. So it's selfish, but at the same time, it's not intrusive. And it's like I'm letting him live his life. And You know, if he eats at a restaurant next to me, I'm not gonna try to steal his leftovers or anything and preserve them at home. Like, it's not like that. So your initial question was like something I think like, am I kind of intrigued by fandoms in general and the fact that Harry has such a crazy following? I guess because, and I mean this completely, I don't care who's in the chat right now. I don't think any of these people like his album more than I do. And that's not to say I like it more than you. It's like I'll say this sometimes.
Yeah. I get that.
Cause
You like his album more, but they like Harry more than you like Harry.
So however much they think they like his album, I'm like, I'm right there with you. Musically, you don't like it more than me. You might like his clothes more than me, his bracelets and whatever else he does, the way he combs his hair. But the album, I like as much as you do. But it just goes further with some people, I guess. And I kind of don't get that because I think of my situation and it's like, I wouldn't have the time in the day to devote to someone else like that. And I also, what I was going to say is I've heard him collab with Stevie before at the Troubadour or something like that. And I reacted to them.
Stevie Nicks?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's collabed with her before and they were great. And I liked them and I said very good things about them. Maybe she did this song for a reason. Maybe there was like emotions attached or whatever. But the moment I saw him holding an electric guitar, I thought, what? Why are they doing an electric song? And then they started singing. It was kind of more upbeat. And I thought, this is weird. I thought they would do something a little deeper, a little more meaningful, a little more mellow and something beautiful. But this is kind of a... And I didn't think that was what they'd go for in a situation like this. But... So I'm not really liking... I think they could have gone for a better feel than this. And like someone saying, this is obviously an awful recording. It's not the official...
It is
from the channel or whatever, but it's not like anyone's like bombing or singing off key or anything. It's just not the most
not your style, and maybe not the most heartfelt for this.
It's just kind of karaoke
situation. Yeah. Well, maybe they were like, we need some fun. You guys want to do this one?
And I don't know. Are they only doing one song? Is it a medley?
It's 5 minutes. Let's fast forward. All right, Chant, what's next?
There are people who really... It seems like people want us to react more to Harry's speech about Stevie than the song itself.
Really?
So what are you doing here?
We're guaranteed to shed tears.
Chant, react to this. I have to keep pausing it in order for them not to take us down. So let's pause for a second.
I knew there was a Stevie connection somewhere.
What you already heard enough.
It sounded good.
Okay.
Really
Let
nice.
me play 10 more seconds and then we'll pause it.
Making one as lovely as she, isn't she lovely, made from love?
Sounds good.
Wait, isn't this how he was discovered?
I didn't even know this till kind of deep into the reactions, but apparently all the 1D guys were solo guys, and then Simon's like, nah, and he put them all together and made them be a group.
Wow. So it's kind of amazing that the group worked out at all.
Yeah.
Dang. What do you think? Was that a good idea to put them as a group or no?
I don't think they would have had nearly the impact they did if they weren't a group. There's just something about that.
So you were supposed to find the incoming Rush group for yourself, right? All right, here we go. Wait, that's it? He sings 2 lines?
That was all they...
Just now.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to college in September.
And what are you going to study at college?
Law, sociology, business, and something else, but I'm not sure yet.
Wow.
Dang. Chan, he was an overachiever. Did you hear that?
No.
Harry was going to study law, business, psychology. What
I'm
else?
going back to college in September.
And what are you going to study at college?
law,
Sociology.
business, and
Law, sociology.
He sounds like he's
business.
lying. He's like,
Really?
what else do they have? He hasn't thought about this at all.
I'll show you.
Wow.
Between everyone, he's going, and then he goes, I'm not sure.
I believe him. Dang, he never thought he was gonna be in 1D at that moment.
I never thought I'd be in 1D. Did you want to hear the speech? We were guaranteed to cry, and I could use a
Guaranteed
good
to cry. I mean,
By the
let's
way,
try
if you
it.
could tell that I'm speaking weird right now, it's because I had my first cavity ever.
It doesn't sound weird.
And okay, good.
You have
It,
no
it
excuse.
feels really weird right now still. I
Speech?
had my my tooth like broken. I had the cavity extracted. I had it filled. It was a strange experience.
Squid Squad, we're gonna have to keep pausing it in order for us not to be taken down. Oh wait, Stevie Nicks is being inducted?
I guess.
Oh,
I think
okay.
originally it was gonna be Stevie Wonder, but he backed out due to some political reason, something that's happening in Guam right now.
So they just picked another Stevie.
Stevie was like, "I'll do it. I've been waiting forever."
They were like, we're going through the S's now. Okay.
So I
That's
guess it's
weird.
Stevie. I don't know.
Chen, this is a 7-minute long speech. Which part do you think is the best?
I mean, I'm hoping I'll cry like a minute in, and then we don't have to hear the rest.
Oh,
of it.
okay, let's do it.
Oh yeah, because we'd have to keep pausing. Now.
Is this the best quality one?
That
Come on,
that
guys.
suit is not the most flattering suit. I think he was advised horribly. It's not very flattering.
You don't think so?
No.
Harry Styles.
Dang, they play Sign of the Times as his intro song.
I forgot how good that song was.
Just like the white wind dove sings a song, it sounds like she's singing. Stevie Nicks is the first female artist to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Wait, she's the first female artist being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Did he? I. Let us know if that's correct, because that seems weird.
Wait,
I can't
wait,
believe
wait,
that's
wait, wait.
true.
It sounds like she's singing.
Are you going back?
Stevie Nicks is the first female artist to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
What?
First female artist being inducted into.
I guess I'm thinking right now, is there who else in rock and roll could there be that would have been before her? Heart?
Hart. Yeah, Hart is not in it. Joni Mitchell, the creator of rock and roll, should be in it.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't think anyone is more impactful in that whole like than Stevie Nicks. Not in the rock and roll genre. Wow.
Crazy. Okay.
Does Blondie count as rock and roll? Blondie?
But we're not sure if the Beatles identified as women or not.
They weren't allowed to by their management.
Okay.
Ringo really wanted to be, but back then, no way.
Okay. Oh wait, you know what? Did someone in the chat zoom in on his jacket where it said where it has like the Gucci logo? Was that? Did I imagine that, or was that in the Squid Squad
I didn't
chat?
see that. That whole
Okay.
day when I was out of the loop, I never went back and saw what was going on. But there was
Oh,
a
okay,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
photos being submitted.
I forgot. Yeah,
People-
this was a Gucci suit. So
People are saying that she was inducted. Everyone is saying that she's been inducted twice.
What?
How is that possible?
unless it was.
How could you be inducted twice?
Well, you know how like the Beatles. Well,
Because like you could win a Grammy twice. How do you get into a Hall of Fame twice?
with a group by yourself.
Oh, maybe with Fleetwood Mac.
That would make sense, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah. See. Yeah. see.
Someone's asking for Carlos.
It was.
He smiles lovingly.
By the way, JP is the guy switching the cameras right now. We'll show you. We'll show him later. He's a nice guy as well. But yeah, so it sounds like with the group she got in, and then she got a solo one.
I think the chat is so far behind what's happening right now.
Really?
Because
Why?
they're like not acknowledging what we're saying right now. They're still telling us twice.
Telling us twice.
like they're still trying to inform us she was inducted twice,
Oh, okay.
and they're not like caught up yet. Okay, finally the first one came in, saying first with the band, now as a solo. But I wish it was more live. I don't know how to.
You might be behind on that one.
Stevie, you're not celebrating music from long ago who missed the time. She was standing on stage, headlining a place this size, doing her best work just 3 nights ago.
One of the things that I've always thought is so funny about Harry is he looks identical to one of the inmates at the jail I used to work.
Oh,
Identical.
what?
And when everyone's like always like, "Oh, he's so cute," I'm like, he reminds me of that person that was like in jail that was like, I wonder if you'd put him right here if you'd say the same thing.
I
or
think
if
they
it's just
would.
because he's Harry.
Remember that one? Remember when they took that picture, that inmate went out on social media and everyone was like, he looks amazing, and then he got a modeling contract.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You never heard of that guy?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him.
It wasn't him because the
Who
other
was
guy
that?
was bald.
Oh.
So if the other guy had hair, if you put his picture out, I bet he'll get a deal. And then like he'll. Be
I think
an actor or something.
he was very much caught up in the life. I don't think he's out right now.
Oh.
He had like aspirations to continue.
She is forever Stevie. But what exactly does that mean?
Did he say she is forever Stevie?
I can't hear what he's saying.
In my family, we listened at home, we listened in the car, we listened wherever we could. Dreams was the first song that I knew the words to, before I really knew what the words meant. I thought it was a song about the weather, but I knew that it was a beautiful song about the weather. I always knew the words, and I loved them all. Thunder only happens when it's rainy, players only love you when you're playing. She's so wise and serene. She sees all the romance and drama in the world and she celebrates. She will stand on stage introducing her songs, telling you how she wrote them honestly, like you're the only other person in the world. You're more than a fan, you are her friend. And her words say in so many ways, I understand you and you are.
So Harry's just trying to be the male Stevie.
It sounds like it.
Sounds like he's had a big impact
I think
because of her.
it's weird. It's almost like she's like ushered him in. It's like people have like the same sort of love for them both, like if they're hand in hand. I've
Wow.
noticed that it's weird.
Interesting.
You're not alone. And that is true Stevie. She walked the path tread by Janis Joplin and Joni Mitchell, visionary women who had to
Whoa. Wait a minute.
What did he say about them?
Oh, let's rewind that back because I think I just love the speech.
And that is true Stevie. She walked the path tread by Janis Joplin and Joni Mitchell.
She what? Was she?
Walked the
She walked the path that-
tread by Janis Joplin and Joni Mitchell. Does that make sense? Tread by them?
Yeah,
think so.
because they make the path. Did you hear what he said? Did you guys hear what he just said? He said Joni Mitchell belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. More than Janis Joplin. You agree?
I mean, there's the longevity. I think she's got more of a library.
That's amazing. I already love Harry now because of this. My love for Harry has gone up a notch because of that.
You can
All right.
purchase a I'm So Harry shirt from the Video Squid store.
Is that still up?
What did it have expired? It's still somewhere, I think.
I'll make one.
She walked the path tread by Janis Joplin and Joni Mitchell, visionary women who had to throw a couple of elbows to create their own space. Her early band Fritz opened for Jimi Hendrix.
I don't feel like I'm gonna cry.
She was far ahead of her time, creating her own sound. It was bright, it was fresh.
I'm going to go a minute into the future.
That suit looks so warm.
It does look warm, actually. Does the suit gives you like a Willy Wonka vibe? Doesn't it?
Yes. Not even because of Willy Wonka, but because of the girl that turns big when she eats the thing, the blue girl. The blue. Doesn't it make him look really big?
Yeah.
Advice, a little wisdom, a blouse or shawl. Her songs make you ache, feel on top of the world, make you want to dance, and usually all three at the same time. She's responsible for more running mascara, including my own, in all the bad takes in history. That is true Stevie.
He keeps saying, and that is true, Stevie.
I think he's trying to start a thing.
He's trying to make True Stevie a hashtag.
On Halloween, 1 in 7 people dress as Stevie Nicks. She's done an adjective and a verb to call my father. That was rather Stevie Nicks.
Oh, so I guess his dad says that?
To call my mother, I Stevie Nicks that shit so hard.
What does it mean to Stevie Nicks something?
Maybe like style, like somehow channeling her.
You've wrote a great song.
She writes great songs. You're Stevie Nicks. I don't know.
Nick Fleetwood calls her the fearless leader. She's Mama Lion to her friends. She's the family member that you can always count on.
All right. Well,
We're not the only one that doesn't care for his wardrobe. Kimmy is saying that she just cannot with this suit. It reminds her of a Smurf.
well, I mean, he may not be the one dressing himself. He may have a stylist throwing that on. Obviously, I mean, like, look, he's got this big patch that says Gucci right there on his wrist. Like, that's kind of pretentious. All right.
I'd wear it if they were paying me. So
Yeah,
I think
he
knows
might be
people
getting
know
paid.
that.
He might be getting paid.
Yeah, he has to
for
because
that.
he's like a Gucci spokesperson or whatever.
Oh,
He's
Oh, it makes sense now. Okay, so he's just a walking billboard for them.
Yeah,
at this
I think
moment.
he still has. I think he has a line with them.
Wow. Okay, and then he probably. So he's probably making clothes that he would wear on the stage only.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense. But then they make them ready to wear, and then
I
everyone can
guess
buy
so.
'em.
You're gonna see someone wearing this at Target in a few
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. All right. What's next, Chant? You want to talk about Ariana Grande or something?
I would love to talk about Ariana Grande's new song. I have no idea what it is, but if we go to the trending page, I believe it's number 1.
I put my right hand at guy. All right, here we go. Wow, number 1.
Victoria Monet.
Let's see if PewDiePie is on trending, because remember he put that song out. It's got like 16 million views already.
He
and
put a
it's-
new song out.
Yeah,
I
about
did not hear that. Did they
T-
pass him?
T-Series passed him, and they put out a song to congratulate him, but he actually called them out for like a bunch of bad stuff that they're doing, and then he
Ooh.
surpassed them again.
He's leading
and
again.
then he's leading again.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Subscribe to PewDiePie, everyone.
Don't be fooled by the mainstream. He's not evil.
Do you like it? Like, watch this. So here's the Ariana video. Do you like it when they show like footage in a VHS, like old VHS style with these like effects?
I think I like it. I miss it. I'm
I love it.
nostalgic.
It's not that I miss it. I'm just like, nice to see. Not that I don't want videos to look like that, because that's just poor quality.
It's weird. Like, I like that. I remember I was talking to you a while back about trying to do some videos like this ourselves. And I think as an editor brain or whatever, you think of poor quality. But to me, it's just more artistic.
No. I would want to do that and add it to a video. I like the effect. I would rather not want my videos to be susceptible to this effect if I just because I watch them over and over and over again, and now Die Hard, which is not supposed to have any of these effects in it, now has those in it, and I can't watch the real movie that the filmmakers made because I've been watching over and over and over again.
I might go that far, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't do with a video file.
I'm
you can play it
too
a million
nostalgic.
times over.
I miss that.
You missed the.
I miss watching home recorded movies that look like this. So I'm over super nostalgic.
I like home recorded movies that are shot in 4K on my iPhone so that I can see my memories in crystal clear high definition. All right, here we go. Wow, wait, let's see that again. What are her and her friends doing? You know what this video reminds me of?
It's so subtle. It's like neither of them knew they were doing that. They didn't know the other was doing it. Like they were just trying to be
This
casual.
is already giving me 7-Eleven vibes. Do you
Can we
like
play
that
it one
song?
more time?
Yeah. One more time for Vincent.
7-Eleven vibes. What's that?
Oh, that Beyonce song, 7-Eleven.
Oh,
your
yeah.
hands up
I
in the
never
air.
watched that one.
You never watched it? Well, watch it after
No.
this. All right.
That seems like one of the ones that you'd catch Miguel watching.
Here we go. Look. Here we go, Chant. This is what you wanted to see?
It seems like Ariana doesn't know how to do it.
I know, yeah.
Protected with my soul.
Well, and she's trying to be black all the time, and she just
Whoa.
can't. She just
Whoa.
can't do it. Well, you've seen the comparison videos, right?
I have, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What do you think so far?
She's lying. Yeah, she does.
Wait, that was funny. Okay, that's a funny shot.
I feel like every 5 to 10 seconds I've been watching an Instagram story.
Yeah,
It's very entertaining
This
visually.
is a good video. Okay, that's very funny because she obviously was just doing something with her hair, and then the editors put
Yeah.
that, and then she like punched the words in the next shot.
Do you think the editor had to know he was going to do that, right? To tell her
Probably
how to
not.
move?
No, she
Oh.
probably just doing whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, collected like Monopoly. That means collect 200 and pass go.
Wait, what was
Wait,
happening
wait,
right there?
wait,
was that
wait.
like a...
They're in the men's restroom right now.
What did that mean? What was she doing with her hand?
I don't know. Let's go back and really break this down.
It's what? Oh, she's being naughty. When she did that thing with her hand, I was like,
Oh,
oh,
she's
she's
saying
trying to find a
woman.
man in there.
She's saying women.
Are you sure?
Look, she's doing the W here. She's doing
Because
the
when I
O
saw what
here.
she was doing with her hand, it was like, oh, she's looking for a date.
No, it's woman. Look, woman. See that W?
Oh.
And then the O. She's
See,
spelling
me and
woman.
Carlos are in the gutter.
No, yeah.
Wait,
check.
no?
Get
Am
your
I
mind.
thinking something different? Oh!
Your head's in the gutter.
I thought he said she's being naughty. He
No.
said Illuminati.
Your head is in the gutter. Tell us what you thought.
I saw this right hand.
Yeah.
And then she's going into the men's room.
You thought she was going to give hand jobs in the restroom.
I would have never said that because there's minors watching.
But that's what you thought. Chet, get your mind out of the gutter. Why would you think
Wait
that?
a minute. They're both going in the same restroom. I just realized they both sides say man. I guess it's like one of the ones in the movie theater where it goes to the same place.
Wait, what were those heads? Do you know who this person is?
I'm not sure. Someone they found in the bathroom probably.
What do you think about the song so far?
Oh, look, it is a guy. They found the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah. What do you think, Chet, so far?
It's they made it entertaining. I don't know what the song's about because the visuals are entertaining. They did a good job.
Does
with the
Ariana
video.
have a great voice? I said great.
I like her
Not
voice.
good.
I like that eccentric voice she did from the Sam and Cat days. That talking voice, that weird voice.
Her talking voice is
she
amazing.
Did the female Pee Wee Herman.
Mm.
And I was always a big fan of Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Still am. But, I like her voice. It's very unique.
Okay. Like, she seemed like a fun person to hang out with in these videos, but I don't know if it's just like being put on and if I'm being lied to right now.
Maybe, because a lot of times when you see real stuff, I mean, you never know with paparazzi because they're probably always frustrated with those kind of people.
Yeah.
But it seems like she's always like way more serious and like.
Like,
get
if I
away
were
from
to
me.
do a music video and I had a song, I would be like doing random stuff on a rooftop. Like, I'm with this here. Like, I feel the vibes.
Well,
I
it's weird
connect
because
with
you
it.
can never tell because, like the music video that we did,
Yes.
it would seem that I wouldn't have a problem going out on the street and doing all that rapping and stuff, right?
Yeah,
From watching
yeah.
the video. But that was the hardest, most painful thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm clearly not like that in real life. Then you get people paid millions of dollars to do that. It's probably a lot easier to act a certain way. Like, you're going to give me this many million? I'll act fun and lovable and energetic.
Oh,
and
so
then when
you
the
would do
camera-
this for 10 million?
Well, I would be more enthusiastic and crazy if I knew like it was worth it.
But you agree this is me in everyday life.
Oh, yes. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
definitely like that. And I'm more like I want to go hide.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. That's just so funny. All right, let's see. Bad vibes. She said bad vibes. She
Oh,
says
that's what she's going
bad vibes get off of me, and then that's hilarious.
They say this video reminds me of Catch Me Outside.
Catch Me Outside. Let's play. Let me see if you like. All right. Ooh. Woo. Okay.
Flex Zone.
Okay, Ariana, this is the flex zone right here. Oh,
It was weird because on one of her other songs that went, "Thank you, next," she's talking about like, even if things are going bad in her love life, at least this song is a smash. Like
Yeah,
she's always
yeah.
like giving herself big ups.
Well, after Ray J put out that song, I hit it first.
Wait a
Kanye-
minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say he got Kim and Ariana.
No. It was like a diss song to Kanye, but then
Oh.
Kanye tweeted 100 million. I hit that first.
And Kim's like,
Wait, need a 20 twin? Wait. Let's break down these lyrics.
can we also try to remember to look at Niall Horan and Julia Michaels? Because I'm seeing that pop up quite a bit.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking up the lyrics because I need to know what she says there. What did she say about a 20 twin? Chant, what do you think she said there?
20 twin?
All right,
She's
let's
talking about
rewind
two
that.
20s.
All
She
right,
wants
hold on.
that money.
All right, let's rewind it.
Did you hear what she said? She's making a statement.
What'd
She
she
says,
say?
"I like women and men."
Really? Hold on. All right, let's look
She's
at these
done with
lyrics.
these boys after Pete Davidson.
And if they try
Wow.
come stopping me, I show them my discography. That's so
Where is
cool.
that? Oh, there you go.
That's so cool. All right, that is a good line. I like. Oh, she says that. Yeah, I like women and men. Yeah. Need a 20. Oh, need a 20 twin. Oh, she works so much. She needs a 20 twin.
You'd
twin.
be straight for life if I give you my pin. So if you like women and men, you'll go straight to stay with her because she'll be your sugar mama.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
You'll be straight for life. So she likes women and men, but you'll be straight if you stick with her.
Do you like that play on words there?
I'm not mad at it.
You ain't mad at that? Okay, all right. Even though we gave up that 90% for the win. Wait, what? What is the 90%?
Are
that
these
she
all
giving up?
based off of her tweets? Do you see that on the right side? That's weird.
Well, they're breaking down what she means by what things that she's said in the past.
That's crazy.
Even though we gave up that 90% for the win, what 90% did she give away? Oh, 90. Oh,
I was annoyed with
what?
that donut licking thing. That was stupid. When she licked the donut and put it back, that was sick. But when people were mad because she said, "Oh, I hate America,"
Mm-hmm.
I've said that to you
Mm-hmm.
because you know what someone means when they're saying that.
Yeah.
Because Americans are like so indulgent and they'll just do. We're the most obese people, and you know what she meant by that.
Yeah.
So when people freaked out and they got all offended, it was like, come on, you're just looking for anything. Because I've said that to you, like when we see like some idiot with a lifted truck, and have you noticed people with?
Say it. Just say it.
It seems like people that drive big trucks
Go in.
don't know how to turn their brights off.
Oh.
It's like it's a power move.
No.
Why do they do that?
So when I'm driving, so they don't have their brights on. Let me tell you why. If you and me are driving and I'm coming towards you and you're coming towards me, you're going to think my brights are on.
I've noticed when you hit a dip. Have you noticed that when someone's coming toward you
Yeah,
and they hit
yeah.
a dip, it looks like they flashed their
Yeah,
brights at you?
yeah.
Are you saying it's the angle of the light?
It's the angle of the light because I get flashed all the time. In the hairy fans. I don't know. When I'm driving, people flash their high beams at me all the time because they think that my high beams are on.
I flashed someone last time when I was driving,
yeah.
and I didn't even have my lights on.
Really?
I almost crashed.
So you were like in the back. So you like kind of
I had it on cruise control.
you were on,
Hashtag Michael Scott.
in a trench coat and yeah. No, but Chant, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That people think
But
that
I
have
want
my
to
high
stay
beams
mad
on.
at them.
No,
I don't
no,
want
but-
to hear what you're saying.
No. Take the truth. All right, here we go.
That's true.
Do you like this song better or Ariana's song better? Hey, back it in a. Hey,
I always
hey.
thought it was a very entertaining song.
All right, which song do you like better? Smack it in a.
Ooh. Are we talking about everything? The video or
video,
just the,
everything?
Wow.
No, you can't.
I like the other one better.
What?
When I watch this one, I feel like she's trying to get me caught up. When I watch
Really?
the Ariana one, it's like they're just having fun. This
Okay,
one,
what about this?
same thing.
Oh, because of these.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
first of all, I don't know if that's a hook or a chorus or what.
Yeah.
But I remember I used to hear this song on the radio. Like, not even
Oh.
talking about the engaging video, but I'd hear it on the radio, and it sounded cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when she got to that alcohol part, like,
Nah,
again,
no,
I
that
know
alcohol.
I
Nah,
come off
think
like
about
a square.
alcohol.
I know some people have wine with their dinner or whatever.
Well,
but
you've also taken alcohol in with your NyQuil.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to. It's a personal thing. I personally hate alcohol. I hate it.
Well, then how about this? How about this?
So I heard that and I was like,
No,
I don't want to hear it
okay. How
anymore.
about this? How about this, Chet? Objectively, which song is better? You can have your feelings in it.
I get it. I got to hear the other one a little bit more.
Okay, let's go to the other one. Hey.
This one.
There, that is smooth.
You
Wait,
can't
hold
touch
up.
that. Wait, was she Sam or Cat? You can't touch that Cat
Oh,
voice.
you're talking about her voice?
Yeah. That,
Okay, now let's go back to Beyonce again. Seven twice.
It just doesn't compare. She has a good voice. I've always liked her voice, but Ariana's is just so interesting, and that high voice is just.
Ariana is cheating because her voice is pleasant.
Yeah.
So I'll give her that. I'll give her that. I don't know what's going on here. I love those little emojis.
This
and the
one's
text
funny.
stuff
It's
coming
grabbing
in.
the Beyonce one, just like, look, I'm naked and I'm moving around for you. It's like, I can't watch that with my wife right here.
So if
When
Beyonce
she
was
leaves?
fully clothed, then you would like the other video better.
No, I mean, it's still, then it would have to be an entirely different video because the way she's moving around and dancing and all that, it's like she's just trying.
Missy Elliott moves the same way and she's fully
Yeah,
clothed.
but no one's looking at Missy Elliott. Come on.
Chad, what are you saying? What are you
I
saying?
could watch that one with my wife.
What are you saying about body types? Go on.
Who's talking about body types?
No,
I didn't
no,
say
no,
that.
no.
I didn't say nothing about
then-
that. I don't
then-
like her ears. That's all I said.
Okay.
I'm an ear guy.
I'm an ankle guy. You know how like all the guys that back in the day were ankle guys?
That's so weird.
So did you know? So there was this guy, Jason Everett, who gives like these talks, and he gives like these chastity talks, right? And he says that like after one of his talks, this old grandma came up to him and was like, "Do you know what dating and stuff was like before?" And he was like, "No." And he's like, "Let me tell you how me and my friends came up." And she was like, "Back in the day," and she's talking about like 50s, before the 50s, right? She's talking about like way back, and she's
like in her 80s right now?
she's very old right now. Yeah. She's like, "Look, we used to go out and like, I guess they would go to either a place where they could go dance or a place where they could go eat.
We used to go
Or
behind the band room.
They would hang out like at the park and stuff. And guys it was never, so before people weren't like, yo, can I take you out on a date? Guys would just go up to women and propose to them. Like that was the thing that you did. Like you liked that girl. You just go, hey, I like you. Yo, how about we get married? Like that was a thing you did. And she said like, so yeah, me and my girlfriends, we'd get like 4 proposals a year. Like we'd be out somewhere and she's like, and yeah, all you did was just like hang out with your friends. And then one day there's a guy that you like, he proposes to you and you're just like, okay, cool. And she's like, and all of us had marriages that lasted lifetimes. Like she's like, none of us ever divorced.
I've heard that statistic with like arranged marriages where they just like, boom, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's like the courting somehow throws you off.
The courting does throw you off. You know why?
I would guess that because when you court, people are impatient and they jump in and do a lot of this stuff that you're supposed to wait until marriage for. And by that point, it's like,
No, it's not that. You're supposed to court to marriage, but court has nothing to do with being involved. Court actually means that you and the girl are never supposed to be alone by yourselves. Yeah, that's like real courting. But what you're talking about is like dating and stuff like that.
fornication.
No. Not even just that, but just like dating even multiple people. It had nothing to do with like sleeping with anybody, but just going on dates and having intent for multiple people. There's this thing called it's a what is that called? You know about buyer's remorse?
Yes.
So you buy something and then you feel bad about it later.
Why get the cow when you're getting the milk? Yes.
There's a thing called choice remorse.
Yes.
Where if you have choices and if you pick a choice, even if that choice was like, even if you pick someone you would have been happy with forever, you have a choice remorse because now you have options that you haven't explored. And so people, when you have more choices, like maybe like a Tinder kind of thing, when you have more choices, actually, and this is like a thing with Netflix too. If you have more than 7 choices, if you have more than 7 choices available to you, you have a choice remorse after you make the choice. If I give you 11 movies and I say pick one of these to watch that night, you're gonna pick one, but you're gonna feel bad. You're like, oh, we watched that one. Well, I mean, we could have watched, the other Bruce Lee one, but we watched this one. Let's just watch this one for tonight. You're gonna have a choice remorse. So think about that. Like they just like made that choice once. They weren't like dating multiple people. They didn't have relationships with.
Do you think that was
people.
more of a like, if you want to put a negative spin on it, like they were just, maybe they never thought of it that way, but they just accepted. Well, you're just stuck with this one. You don't even have the opportunity to have the choice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good thing. The only way that's bad if like the person was like very bad to them, then you don't want someone to be stuck in like a bad relationship. But the thought would be like, hey, all of these people, both sides will want to make it work because both sides think that they're stuck with each other. And not like in a bad way. They like choose to be stuck with each other.
Yeah, I think it's, there's situations where you kind of have to separate. Maybe someone just goes crazy.
Yeah.
And it's irreconcilable.
Yeah.
But there's also plenty of situations where people are like, you annoy me too much now. Let's not be together. This is too much work now. I've worked quite a bit in my marriage. I know that it's, I feel like I've been in my marriage to the place many times where I've seen other people around me get divorced. It was like, wow.
Yeah. And you know what? I have this theory that any two people can make it work. Like, and that's why arranged marriage works, because you have to, guess what? When something's going on in the marriage and like one person isn't putting in enough, or in a regular relationship, there's something going on with that person. And they don't want to deal with it. And instead of dealing with it, they just mess it up and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because I would guess that it's just like when you hear you have someone in a relationship and they're really annoyed with the other person, like, oh, she's crazy, I can't deal with her, she's crazy. And then he gets to the next girl and he's like, oh, she's kind of crazy too. And then after a while it's like, well, maybe that's just his perception, because maybe he's always provoking the person he's with or something. And he just thinks all girls are crazy now. And they kind of are. But, they think we're all crazy.
That's what my mom told me.
She told you girls are crazy. That's her job. Huh?
Well, we went to Annex Kitchen.
Oh,
and we were having dinner
that,
at Annex Kitchen, and then I told my mom,
yeah.
and then she was like, you know what? Let me tell you something. All women are crazy.
I see what she was doing there, and I respect it.
You respect that? You respect the grind? All right, here we go. What's next, Chant?
I guess Ronda Rousey. I'm very interested to find out what's going on. I don't know if
Ronda
it was real,
Rousey.
but I think it was.
Let's look up Ronda.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Yeah, we'll have to have that on the queue, too.
What is it?
Niall Horan and Julia Michaels saying something together.
Let's look it up right now. Niall Horan. Niall? That's how you spell it, right?
I believe so.
Horan and who?
Julia Michaels?
Wow. George Michael's sister?
I think.
What do you think already?
I like it a lot.
Can you tell that it's an acoustic guitar or like is it like an acoustic electric or like?
Oh, that you can't tell.
Oh, you can't tell.
You could tell when you hear an electric guitar, but when you have an acoustic that's also electric, you can't. Oh, well, I think I know what you mean now. Like if it's plugged in.
Yeah.
I would think so. It does not sound like it's plugged in. Usually when it's a studio recording, they mic it. Always.
Oh.
Usually.
I'm vibing with it. It's pretty smooth. What do you
Very
think,
nice.
Chant?
I love
Right?
it.
What better voice than Ariana?
Man,
Let's go.
I think I enjoy it more. Oh yeah. I'd listen to this longer.
I like those chairs they got. Wait, so they're picking up his voice on that mic, or is he like trying to project to get into the other mic that she has?
I couldn't tell. I'm thinking, of course, they want her to take the lead on it, and they're assuming that the guitar mic will pick up enough of him just to harmonize. I'm guessing though. I couldn't tell.
This is a very good song. So
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's trying to project to her mic. Do you think he kind of looks like that guy from Lord of the Rings?
Oh wait,
Doesn't
are you
he?
talking about Sam?
I think so. I don't know
Samwise
their
Gamgee?
names. I used to
Oh,
say that.
what do you
though.
think? Let's hold on. Huh?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like him? I used to
A
say
little
that. Some
bit,
people
yeah.
agreed and some people got
This
mad.
guy was in 1D.
Yeah, he used to be in 1D.
He's
Is
the
this
guy
a
with that
client
song?
calling you?
Shoot, someone was calling me. I don't know who that is. Okay, we'll look at it later.
But that's all I'm seeing right now. But whatever. Sean has a beautiful voice.
Oh, who is this?
No idea. That was random. The frustrating thing is when you hear songs like this, and then you're like, ooh, I like Julia Michaels. And then we'll go look her up, and then her music will probably sound completely different.
And she's like,
This-
make that booty pop, 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 pop,
That's what I was
pop. And then,
thinking.
yeah.
This is probably a departure and why people are recommending it and liking it. And then you go to her and it's like, whoa.
yeah.
I don't know, I'm guessing, but I'd like all of her stuff to be
Julia,
like this.
why'd you go ratchet on us? Why? Well, at least she did one acoustic song. I like when the guitars sound like this because it's kind of mysterious.
If he continues in this direction, I think Niall's my favorite post 1D guy.
Squid Squad! You heard it first.
There's so many
Vincent now likes Niall more than Harry.
There's so many things that Harry does that I'm like, okay, sign of the times, sign of the times, sign of the
But
times.
Niall, he just only
Niall's
does
just
good
always
things.
like, yes.
Oh,
And Harry, I'm
man.
always like, okay, all right. I like meet me in the hallway, meet me in the hallway. And Niall's just always consistent and he's not doing crazy stuff.
And guess what? We got Niall sitting here, not a Gucci belt in sight.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like he's just a normal Gosh, I shouldn't even say normal. He's just
normal.
He's just
Yeah,
being himself.
you should be normal. You know what?
Carries himself too.
Let me
I
tell you
can't- I can't
something
even
that.
talk.
Let me tell you something that happened to me when I was in high school. Someone, I think it was a book or something. It was either the book was called this, or there was a quote from the book that said this, and the line was, "What is normal?" Question mark. And I thought it was so profound when I was young. But now I realize normal is just what most people do.
Yeah, that's what bothers
And,
me when you use a word like normal.
Yeah.
Automatically, you know people are gonna get upset.
Yeah.
But it's stupid. You know what people mean when they say normal.
No, but do you
It's like
know?
when Ariana Grande
Okay,
said, "I hate America." You know what she
Let
was
me
saying.
ask you this: what is normal?
It's what you said. It's like it's the norm. It's
Define
like-
it further. Quantify it.
So, if everybody eats their yogurt with a spoon, and I come in here and I try eating it with chopsticks, and you guys go, "That's not normal." Oh, how dare you! I'm gonna go tweet about it
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm being stupid.
So it's what the majority does. That's what's normal.
That's the easiest way to say it, I guess.
yeah.
But that's
But it's
one of
not
the-
to say that majority rules and whatever the majority does is correct.
You can't
That's
say
not what
it's
we're saying.
correct.
But we're just saying that is the normal because that's what the
It's
majority
like how many
does.
words are we gonna redefine so we don't get upset? Are we gonna change what
Define,
the word normal
redefine
means?
then.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Let's finish this up. Did you like that, Chan?
I did.
You thought it was live? Do you ever think like these kind of artists, if they're just like having a picnic one day and they're like, "You want to duet?" And
It
then they just
seems
kind of
like
like
it.
make something amazing.
Even
like,
these YouTuber artists that are just strictly from YouTube that collab, that are like these kind of acoustic people, I always think, are they just so mellow that they just get together one day like, "What do you want to do?" "I don't know, I got my ukulele." And
let's
they
just make something brilliant right now.
it feels like that sometimes.
All right, here we go. What was that at the end?
I thought he said lovely, but it sounded like they said "I love you" to each other.
Hold on.
I
Wait,
think they
what?
said "love you."
Wait, what? Are they together?
I think they're just being silly. I'm not sure.
Okay, it's that Lady
It's
Gaga,
like that Rick James,
Bradley
Tina Marie.
Cooper.
Remember when we met Tina Marie?
We met Tina
When
Marie?
we met her, I didn't realize who she was.
Who's Tina Marie?
Put in Fire and Desire. I was so mad that a couple years after I realized who she was, and I was like, I've been listening to her forever.
You mean Fire and Desire by Drake?
what the heck? No.
Hold on,
She's the one that says, "I just want to rock your world."
Jen, tell me if you like this. This is Fire and Desire by Drake.
I already hate it.
Hopefully, this song's very low. Let me put this over here for the Squid Squad. What do you think?
I hate it.
You really?
Yeah. Oh, is he Sony? Blah 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 blah. Ba ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, Young Money. Okay.
You already hate it?
Yeah.
All right, and then let's just not move forward with this. All right, let's check out Tina Marie. Wow, baby.
It's really good to see you again, baby. And I must admit, you're looking very, very, very nice these days.
This is from the Gucci line.
That's Gucci by Harry.
I guess life must be treating you well. Oh, me? Well, I've just been doing the same old thing I've always been doing. You know, I've got a new lady now. And it's a little different than it was when I was with you.
Wait, is this Sony?
Oh, dang it. Motown.
Motown division of UMG.
Oh, shoot. Sony ATV. Shoot. Well, then let's just cut to Tina Marie real
okay,
quick.
where is she? Like halfway?
Maybe like
Do they show pictures?
2/3 in.
All right, let's cut to her
And
part.
you burn me up. Oh, there she is. Come on. Watch. Go like a little bit before when she comes in.
She's the young Mariah.
Remember when
Right here.
you used to?
Woo! Okay.
And then like pause for a while.
Okay.
and then we'll come
Tina.
back.
Well, let's talk about Tina real quick, and then we'll come back.
We met her at an event. Remember? Do you remember?
Was that the church?
Yeah, that was her, and she
that
was
was
talking
her?
about abstinence and all that.
Yeah, Tina, me and her are one.
And did you know she died?
She did?
And I realized who she was after she died, and I was like, "That's so weird. We met her. I didn't even know who she was.
Damn.
It's crazy."
It's like she got the she does that to her voice.
I remember she was talking about how she used to be all wild and crazy in her party
Yeah,
days,
yeah.
and now she was talking about the kids about being good and stuff.
What is that called when you have when you're doing the strings and you go wah, 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 with your finger?
Whammy bar?
No, not whammy.
Hammer-ons?
It's
Are you
like
talking about slapping the bass?
it's like you're playing, and then one of the things you do that to the string.
Bending it? You're just talking about picking? Bending?
Yeah, just picking. Like the real good guitar players can.
Yeah.
Not with the whammy bar.
I think it's just
Something
called
else.
bending a string. I don't know if
Oh,
there's
really?
a more technical term
Oh,
for it.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you just bend it.
Mm.
Then I laid eyes on you. It was pain.
Oh! You're welcome, Squid Squad. I gave you that acapella from Chen right now.
For pleasure. That was my claim to fame.
Is she better than Mariah?
With every measure.
Just as good.
Tasted
I just
your
noticed for the first time how she spells her name.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Tena?
Teen.
Or
like a
Tina?
She's all old. Because I think when she started, I don't think she was a teen.
Yeah. Maybe she meant 2 17s.
But I'm trying to remember how she even came up.
All right, Ronda Rousey. That's what we're trying to
I
get
have
on.
no
right now.
idea how she came up.
Wait, someone just left. Bye, whoever left. Bend it like Beckham. Ella knows what we're talking about.
Why did we start talking about Tina Marie?
Something about women's voices. Oh no, we were talking about old school Fire and Desire. Fire and Desire. That came up.
But I brought up Tina Marie first, and then I said Fire and Desire, and then you brought up Drake.
Yeah, no, but then no. You said bring up Fire and Desire for some reason. Oh yeah, because you said Tina. We met Tina.
But why are we talking about meeting Tina? Oh well. No, I don't know.
No,
Well,
I
we
don't
can
know.
just move on.
All right, Ronda
I want to
Rousey.
find out why no one even cares about Ronda, but I want to know why she got arrested.
All right, let's see this.
I think it was real.
Now Ronda tags herself in. There it goes. It's going to blow. That very volatile situation. Combustible elements. But they cannot.
The Squid Squad, do they know that you wanted to be a wrestler your whole life?
I don't think so.
Guys, let me tell you something. Vincent and I grew up watching wrestling, but Vincent took it a step further. Vincent loved wrestling so much, he would practice on his nephews, and he wanted to be a pro wrestler for most of his young life.
Get physically involved with one another here. And from behind, Ronda's legal. Rolled right through Morgan's pinfall attempt. And now Ronda, armbar.
Woo! Did you see that, Chet?
definitely making the throws look a lot more real.
She's
That
like
was a nice seonage.
giving judo a good name.
She's not at all like threatening to break the arm though. She's like gonna break the shoulder. That's crazy. That's like a weird Kimura.
Chen, she's just taking it to the next level.
Here's what I'm guessing. She actually hurt her, and now they're gonna fight.
Rousey striking Charlotte Flair. The bell rang. This is within the parameters. And the match is over. Charlotte, Ronda, and Becky will be a part of the main event at WrestleMania. No matter
Well, those definitely aren't real punches, so it's not real
the
yet.
hell out of each other. And now you see security coming from the locker room.
Those aren't real punches.
There's been an extra to make sure that the main event stays in.
Okay, she did like the lamest slap ever, and the security guy went down.
Wait, let me
so it's
see.
still fake. Watch
me see.
Ronda.
Hold on.
Watch, keep an eye on Ronda.
Make sure that the main event stays
It was like 2 seconds after she hit him.
The security all around backstage area all day. They know.
Did you see she gave that big guy the sweet chin music? Watch, go back
Wait,
and keep an eye on
who?
the big
Ronda
guy in
did
the
that?
front. I think it was the girl in the red.
Oh, that's
and
great.
it was so fake.
Oh wait, that's probably it there, huh?
No,
okay.
keep an eye on the big guy in front. Watch,
There's been an extra to make sure that the main event stays in.
down front.
And extra security all around backstage area all day.
Right here.
They know.
Oh,
Okay, I
wow.
think it's fake now.
That was good.
It looked nice, but we all know what that is.
That was choreographed well. Chen, 3 women are beating up on like 9 guys by themselves. That's girl power right there.
No, are these security officers? Yeah, Charlotte, Ronda, and Becky.
It's only a matter of time for all hell is going to break loose between these 3
The
women.
hell's here. It's broken loose. And law enforcement officials now heading down to the ring to separate these 3 women. Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair.
Oh! That's illegal. That's illegal what she's doing. Oh man.
All these cops, like you look at their faces, they look like they just found them on Backstage.com. Look at that guy all smiley.
Well, that black dude has been in the force. He
He looks serious.
he's seen some
You
things.
can tell by his posture.
Yeah.
They're going to cut Ronda Rousey. So you have the police officer down. Exactly. That's what's going to happen when you.
That is not how you put cuffs on.
You're not a cop. What are you
I used to
talking
put cuffs
about?
on people all the time
Yeah.
after fights.
Don't act like a police officer, Chen.
It took me a long time to learn how to properly do it.
Oh! Oh!
That looks like when you guys were stomping me in that one video.
That is illegal as well, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not from the U.S.
Rousey's handcuffed. Rousey was handcuffed, and Lynch went right after her. They got to cut Lynch now. That was real classy, Becky.
Charlotte Flair just watching on. Again!
Oh!
Striking a handcuff Rousey. Somebody get this under control. Handcuff Flair. Charlotte's going to get cuffed.
You see this guy? He's like ready for the mayhem. You see his shirt? Hold on. Just bring it. This guy.
I always think about like just a guy walking around the mall wearing a shirt like that. What kind of person do you have to be to do that? I would never be able to do
Look
that.
how excited he is about all this mayhem. Okay, let's keep going.
She has some good kicks.
Unfortunate this had to end up this way.
Okay, you cannot hit police property like that. All right, let's keep going. Okay, she's resisting arrest. This is all illegal, Chen. Oh! You can put them in the
They're all
same car.
smiling. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh my gosh, that would never happen.
Calm down. Calm down.
Oh!
Fortunately, they had a prop window, and it looked beautiful.
This is outrageous.
I'm disappointed. I thought it was gonna be real.
Wow.
They can't talk like that on live WWE TV, can they? Oh, just not when it was like on TNT, huh? Oh! Ronda's driving the car.
What?
With no hands.
All right. How many laws have they violated so far?
None, because it's all fake.
Well, it's real.
It's like a casino, right? Like they could do anything in the confines of like that building.
Not
and
to
the-
law enforcement.
No, because those are all hired people.
Do you think Ronda has to go back to the UFC or stay here?
You mean after this?
Yeah.
Well, I'm aware that it's fake, so this is just a nice storyline to set up a fight. This is probably setting up something for WrestleMania.
But what do you think, Ronda? Like, why did she go to the WWE anyways?
I think
The money.
you make way more money,
the money.
and it's like you're an actor now.
I guess she doesn't have to get really hit.
Yeah,
Like, she doesn't
that's
have to
way
really
easier
get
than
hit.
having someone try to actually hurt you. And it's weird because a lot of these UFC fighters, we learn they still have to have regular full-time jobs because it doesn't pay that well, and unless you're like the biggest trash talker and you're like Conor McGregor. So there's lots of people who still have normal 9 to 5. and they
Conor
still-
McGregor. Imagine if Conor went to the WWE.
There's definitely been a lot of talk about it, but they might only be by people who hate him.
They put him against CM Punk. Oh! Okay, that was
sounded
real.
real.
That was real. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna see Ronda in any shows soon, anytime soon. All right, should we talk about the Nipsey Hussle stuff,
Shoot.
or should we cut it? You tell me.
Can we condense it to like 2 minutes?
Yeah, you want me to go through it really fast?
Yeah.
All right, Squid Squad, we just have one more thing to talk about before we end the show. I cannot see your chat right now because I don't have that page open, but Vincent wanted to touch on the Nipsey Hussle murder, right?
Sure.
What have you heard about it?
So you know how I found out about the Nipsey Hussle murder? I saw a meme that was saying how to greet your homie's woman, how not to greet your homie's woman, and it was showing J. Cole like greeting someone and like he shook his girlfriend's hand, and then it was showing some other guy, I forgot his name, greeting Jay-Z, and then all hugging and kissing Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
And then they said something in the description about Nipsey Hussle, and I was like, what's that? And then I started to see, I saw that it was a trending thing and that person died. I never heard of that person.
Yeah.
And then I clicked and found out who it was.
He's not the biggest rap artist, but he's got good songs. And then he just came out with he's been doing music for a while. And like the first time I heard of him was like on this track here with, he was featured with Drake back in like 2008 or 2009. And that's the first time I ever heard him. But he just came out with his first studio album called Victory Lap. Victory Lap is a very good album. And he was getting Grammy nominations and stuff. And so he's a good artist. He's just not famous or anything. But let me tell you why people think that his death is a conspiracy. And watch this. Watch this. He said before he died, if they kill me for this documentary, y'all better ride for me.
I did see a post that
Absolutely.
who's the guy that was something Cannon, Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon.
He was saying that he vows
I'll
to
explain
do
that.
I don't even know
I'll
what this
explain
was.
that. All right, watch this. Watch what he says.
They're AIDS.
Absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And you know,
And he just died mysteriously down there.
you know what I mean?
So that's
did?
that's Nipsey Hussle, and they're talking about a doctor, Dr. Sebi, who died mysteriously after he's been talking about how he's cured thousands of people from AIDS. Now, Nipsey Hussle's doing a documentary on him, and he said here that everyone's been telling him if he does the documentary that they're going to kill him.
By the way, I was just talking a few streams ago about how I believe there's cures for such things as cancer.
Now, let's
And I was
listen in.
called crazy.
Let's listen in.
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh, yeah.
And niggas was tweeting me, Hussle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, you better ride for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't
So that was shortly before his death. He's talking about how, hey, people have been texting me and saying, hey, your plane's going to go down one of these days. And let me see another thing he's talking about. Let's see.
Nipsey Hussle was shot. 2 others were hurt in a shooting here in LA. This is a live picture.
Watch this.
Especially Africa. They were never interested.
Not this. Here.
77 patients was cured AIDS already.
So he's talking about how 77 patients. So Dr. Sebi, he's this guy. And Dr. Sebi had been, let me find a better picture of him. Oh, so this is Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi had been putting out in the newspaper and stuff that he could cure diabetes, he could cure AIDS, he could cure cancer. And he had been seeing patients, and then he was taken to jail. Or no, he was taken to court because everybody said he was lying. And that was like in 1985 or something. I forget the. And so he was taken to court because they said he was lying. And then he said no. And then let's hear it from him.
A lot of people were like, you know, Nipsey Hussle needs to be protected. He was working on this Dr. Sebi documentary.
Like I said, the medicine really is in the can. Because when you drop a ball like about doctors.
All right, hold on.
Because you must remember that you live in a society that supports a certain philosophy and so it knocked on my door and took me to jail. But the funny thing about it, I was happy. I was very, very extremely happy should he accept for me. And I'm happy. When I got out of jail and when I went in front of the judge, I asked 3 questions.
So he's now talking about his trial. Now he's in front of the judge and he represented himself and he asked the judge 3 questions.
And they were, Your Honor.
You defended yourself.
Of course I did.
Okay.
Your Honor, is it a fact that the Holy Bible teaches that the herbs are for the healing of the nations? She said, yes. Is it a fact that science shows that the human body is carbon-based, and to complement a carbon-based body, you must have a carbon-based substance to complement it, because the body only accepts a substance through the process of chemical affinity. Chemical affinity is important. It's an electrical transfer. Chemical affinity. Okay. The body could only accept what it is made of, not something new or alien to it. Last question. Your Honor, is it a fact that the father of medicine, Mr. Hippocrates, the man that established the principle of medical science today, cured every disease known to man? Did he use herbs or chemicals? She said herbs. I said, thank you very much.
Wow. That's his defense. Anywho, so Dr. Sebi was killed, and then Nipsey Hussle was working on
This
his
guy was
documentary.
killed?
Yeah, Dr. Sebi.
How did you say he died?
I'm not sure, some kind of mysterious death. We'll have to look at it. But then Nipsey Hussle started working on the documentary. Now Nipsey Hussle is dead. Now Nick Cannon says, I'm going to pick up the documentary and keep it going. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't believe this man at all. So
You don't believe this guy?
I don't believe him at all. Yeah. Oh, but here's the thing. He went to court and he was supposed to show. They said you cannot be putting these things in the newspaper that you can cure this stuff because you're lying. And he was like, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I can bring in people. And they're like, all right, bring us 3 people that you've cured. And he brought in 77 people that he had cured of AIDS and like all these other different things. And so that's the
So
and
why
he
wasn't
won
that
that
enough
court
proof?
case. No, he won the court case.
But okay. So why don't you believe him?
I mean, I'll have to look at all the people that are saying that they were cured and everything, but I mean, it's.
I guess I'm thinking if he had enough facts to
Well,
have
what are his
people.
facts? Well, I don't know any of his facts. I don't know any of like the medical records.
Well, I'm
or
just saying
anything.
if he was able to articulate his side enough to win the court case, why wouldn't that be enough for you to think he was legit?
Well-
Usually you're the one on this side, and it seems like you're more on the I don't buy it side, like I usually am.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Like okay, it may be true. It may be true, but I think if he could say like, hey, these things these medical records show this, these medical records show that, I'll be like, okay. Now here's something that is interesting. Big pharma, they make billions of dollars, and of course, but do I think that they would kill him if he had this cure and they were making all this money? And they didn't want him to stop, their money
Well,
from
like
coming
these
in.
people have their spouses killed when they don't want to go through a messy divorce. I would think they'd have this guy killed for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Messes with their
Maybe.
livelihood. They'd all be out of jobs if it's like, oh, I could go eat some plant.
I mean, as Kanye said, if Magic Johnson has the cure for AIDS and all these broke people passed away, you're saying that, oh, hold on, let me bring up the line, Chet.
Is he considered cured?
If Magic has the cure for AIDS.
Did you get the Yoshi's Chinese?
Me, no.
Oh, what are you eating? Smells good. Fat. Oh, that's why it smells good.
What did he talk about Magic Johnson? If Magic Johnson, Chen, do you agree with this? Her family crying, they want her to live, and she trying. I'm arguing like, what kind of doctor can we fly in? You know, the best medicine go to the people that's paid. If Magic Johnson got the cure for AIDS and all the broke mofos passed away, you telling me if my grandma was in the NBA right now, she'd be okay? But since she was just a secretary, worked for the church for 35 years, things supposed to stop right here. My grandfather trying to pull it together, he's strong. That's where I get my confidence from.
I want to know how.
I asked the nurse, did you do the research? She asked me, can you sign some t-shirts? Is you smoking reefer? You don't see that we hurt?
How is Kanye's grandma going to get AIDS?
What do you mean?
What was she up to?
I don't
Or
know.
is she just talking in general? Like she died of like pneumonia.
No, she probably, she got AIDS from her husband. Anywho, so you like that?
It's insightful. I mean, I told you, I buy into that. I think everything that we need has already been created for us. I mean, like the guy was saying, the carbon-based stuff,
Yeah,
like
our
everything's
intellect.
already there.
And I mean, yeah, everything that, I mean, even right now, everything that we are trying to do to cure cancer and everything, yeah, it all comes from the earth. And even like the people in Big Pharma that are doing it. But yeah, we'll see. So I guess maybe we'll do research on Dr. Sebi and see what we think. But for now,
It just always seems like the most basic thing to me. If all these people get up and go to work every day and they make their money based on the fact that people are coming in to see them and have them prescribe them things, if there was some way that these people are like, oh, I don't have to do that anymore, all these people would be out of business, and then they have to start their life all over again.
or they'd be the only ones who have the cure and be like, hey, y'all come to Kaiser if you want to
But
cure
they'd have
your
to find
AIDS.
some way to do like that guy that went to jail, wouldn't they? They'd have to find some way to monopolize that one thing that people discovered. And maybe for whatever legal reasons, they realize that kind of stuff can't be monopolized. Like, what if the cure for AIDS was eating butterflies?
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be like, well, we can't get all the butterflies. People can go get butterflies.
They're all free, and then people can get
Yeah.
healed for free. Yeah.
So
yeah, yeah.
then-
no, I get that. I get that side. I can make your case stronger. Well, I don't know if you've seen this video before. and I know we're going to call it quits right now, but let me go through my history, and then where did it? There was this guy who was a cop who was talking about how the government does have the cure for AIDS. Oh yeah, this guy. Wait.
My name is Sergeant Rick Schiff. I'm an 11-year veteran of the San Francisco Police Department. I hold the department's highest Medal of Honor for bravery. That used to mean a lot more to me than it does now. What I'd like to talk to you about today is my now 7-year-old daughter. This is an identical twin. Her sister is now dead. Her sister, when she was 4 years old, Kristen, developed a highly malignant brain tumor that had spread throughout her spine and her brain. The doctors told us that we had really two options: take her home, let her die, or bring her in for massive dosages of chemo and radiation simultaneously. In either event, she was going to die. They were quite certain of that, and very quickly. Believing her only chance to be the standard route, we gave her the chemo and radiation. It burned her skull so bad she had second-degree burns and her hair never came back. To change her diapers, we had to wear rubber gloves because her urine was so toxic and it burned her.
By the way, Squid Squad, are any of you guys watching the Gypsy Rose story? Let me know if any of you guys know the Gypsy Rose story, or if you guys seen those Gypsy Rose documentaries. That's the girl who the mother, she had the Munch album by proxy syndrome because the mother kept making her think that she was sick, and the mother had all her teeth pulled out and had tubes in her and just giving her medical cocktails and everything. Crazy story. But they just made it a show. So there's documentaries, but it's called The Act.
On Netflix?
On Hulu.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Okay, let's just watch it up here.
At the end of 6 months, miraculously, she survived the standard treatment, although there was a high expectation she wouldn't. She still had cancer. 6 months, miraculously, she survived the standard treatment, although there was a high expectation she wouldn't.
So you're following. The girl had a tumor. They took her into chemo. She survived the chemo.
Had cancer. We were told sorry.
She still had cancer.
We've done everything we can. Now she's going to die, probably within a couple of months. My wife and I, choosing not to accept that, started reading. The first book I picked up, the third chapter, discussed Dr. Brzezinski. As you may guess, I have some expertise in fraud. In fact, I'm quite certain there are enough attorneys in the room that I could be vordeered as an expert in fraud. And I conducted my own investigation. I have no doubt the man is not a fraud. I have no doubt that he does what he does.
So that's good. He gives whoever he's talking about credence by saying that he's had experience in looking into shady characters. Obviously, police do. And he's saying, I don't get the vibes from the guy. Okay. You got me there. Okay.
Out of earnest belief that his medicine works. And now you're in a position to judge for yourselves whether it works or not. But it's well established by the FDA that it's non-toxic. 18 months later, we took my daughter off the anti-neoplastin. She had not died. She had no signs of tumor. She remained free for 18 months of cancer. Within a month, the cancer was widespread in her brain. We put her back on Brzezinski's. By the way, at the objections of our doctors, for some reason felt that it had failed her. We put her back on. Within 9 weeks, the tumor was completely gone. She died last July of neurological necrosis. Her brain fell apart from the radiation. The autopsy showed that she was completely cancer-free. Out of 52 cases of that disease ever, no one died cancer-free, just Chrissy. So she didn't die of a terminal illness. She died of my inability to care for her properly, and she died from bad advice. She died because there's a government institution that disseminates false information and is not looking out for the welfare of the people. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I swore an oath 11 years ago, and I think most of us in this room swore at one time or another to uphold the Constitution. It says life right in the beginning.
Is he dead now?
I don't think so. But here's the thing, and here's why I want to bring up Gypsy Rose, the story. You know, I've told you that story, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of those. So for people who don't know, Gypsy Rose, her mother was so bad to her that her whole life, Gypsy thought she had like cancer. Gypsy thought she was diabetic. Gypsy thought all these different things. She had to be in a wheelchair everywhere she went. The mother was taking her to to get money for being cancer free, for like beating cancer. Her mother was taking her to all these different things just so like the mother could get free Disney World tickets, because they would go out to Disney World because they were sending like the Make-A-Wish Foundation and stuff. So Gypsy had all these things, and growing up, she was always being lied to by her mother, and the mother was putting her on medication that was making her go crazy. And Gypsy found out that the mother was lying to her, and like the mother would let nobody do anything to Gypsy, and she couldn't have any friends. And like when Gypsy tried to have friends, she called the police and said that Gypsy couldn't be trusted by herself because she had like papers that she was like insane and stuff. And so she's like, she's clinically insane. She can't be trusted. So bring her back. And so Gypsy, she couldn't tell anybody that her mother was doing things to her, because then people would think that she's crazy because her mother controlled the whole situation. Anyway, Gypsy found a boy online, and then on a forum, and then they started talking. The boy actually ended up visiting Gypsy's house, killing the mom. And that's the only reason Gypsy's free right now, even though she's in prison and she can get out. But you know what he was talking about how he was just kept giving bad information from doctors? Here's how I read the situation. You might read it as like, wow, the government is trying not to get this girl cured from AIDS, or else people are going to find out the cure, right? And like that it's a conspiracy. I read it differently. I read it that doctors are just doing their job. They don't really care about, a lot of doctors don't even really care about patients. They just care about getting paid for being a doctor and prescribing the medication that gives them residuals, right? That like prescribing the medication that is going to get them paid more. That's what they care about. And because of that, they're giving out bad advice.
So you think it's not a conspiracy, they just aren't personally invested.
Yeah, and it works, and the outcome is just like how the outcome of a conspiracy would be. And so like it's just the negligence of the system that is giving bad like health advice and bad remedies to people.
What I thought was really weird was he said that she was on this new thing and she got healed.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they took her off. And then they put her back, like if they were like treating her like a guinea
because the
pig.
doctors were saying that it wasn't working, and that took her off. But I guess he was like, "But she's healed," and it's interesting.
So seeing that, like maybe not a conspiracy, like forget that word. Do you believe there's a cure for cancer?
A cure for cancer? I mean, there could be. I think that we would have heard of it. Hopefully, there's a whole lot of organizations doing it, like trying to find a cure. So there's a whole bunch of different independent.
I wonder why whatever this guy was doing wasn't more widespread. If it helped that girl, like how come we haven't heard more of him?
And that's one of the things that I also think. Like, okay, fine, it worked for her. It should have worked for more people, and let's find them, and interview them and stuff. So I don't know, but I think that medicine in general is just not like what people think it is, and like doctors still look up WebMD. Like when they need to look up something, they'll still go to WebMD.
The other day,
and
I
look
had
it
a
up.
child who had to go to the doctor for something, and my wife was pretty upset because the physician that was helping them referred to WebMD for something right there on the computer. They had to look it up.
Yeah,
they were Googling stuff. It was like, what the heck?
Now it's not bad that they look up things on WebMD, because doctors have to memorize so many things. So many, like the way that the body works. And then besides that, all the medical stuff. And like, there's so many crazy names for everything. And so like, there's so much, you can't retain it all. Like everything you learn in medical school, you can't retain it all in your mind. So you have to look things up. So that's fine. But you got to understand that doctors are just people, and they're just trying to get their bag,
I think I would do that like in another room or something. Like, let me go get this thing, instead of being like, hold on, Bing. What does this? That would just look bad. It definitely makes sense, but looks bad.
And think about just how freely they do that. So think about like, this whole system might be not set up, right? Because the whole system is like for profit as well. So you got to think that if the doctor's being paid, Prozac pays the doctors to be able to prescribe it to people.
That's why you can go now and be like, I don't feel good. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Like,
can't sleep.
And now what you could be thinking is like, man, the government is just trying to sedate us. Look at the data. We have all these people. And like, I'm not sure if you know about like the studies they do on Prozac, but it's not good for you. And they do studies on fish, and fish who have been exposed to Prozac, they don't respond to danger. Like if they're in a dangerous situation, they don't respond to it.
They're like zombies.
There's like zombies. And when they have kids, they're kids. They're not stimulated by danger either. So this is a multi-generational thing. And so we don't understand that, and because Prozac doesn't target a single part of the brain. Basically, it's a free-for-all. Boom. And like it'll affect people differently. And so we don't even really know what Prozac does, like the negative effects. We don't even really know, but they just pay the doctor so much to prescribe it, then they're like, bro, you know what you need? Take these. And we could be, and you could think about it like, hey, all the data shows that we don't even need this. And the doctors are giving it to us.
They're
and you can think like the government is trying to sedate us and keep us as idiots. But no, it's the system, it's the money system that is doing that. And even if they're not trying to be evil, they're just like doing something that they shouldn't be. And so that's why I think there's different ways to look at things where you don't have to think that it's like this big conspiracy.
Yeah, I didn't have to come at it from the conspiracy angle myself, but I have thought there has to be a cure for these things. How to come about them, I don't know. But also, one last thing. Do you know who Eric Holder is? Because people are saying that he is in custody and that supposedly he's the one that killed him.
Oh, yeah. He's this guy right here.
He's not like another rapper or something?
He's a rapper, but he's not a famous rapper at all. He's not known.
He's on SoundCloud?
He is not known as a rapper at all.
Had you known that he was already in custody?
I saw it earlier today, I think, yeah.
All right.
Let's end with Harry and James Corden. You think you're going to get it taken down?
Probably. I had this video taken down. I reacted to the carpool karaoke, and
what?
It didn't just get demonetized, it got blocked worldwide.
You got blocked? Okay, guys, we can't do this. Let's go Harry Styles acoustic. Let's look for like an unreleased. Have you ever found unreleased?
I think so. Like the ones with him and Stevie Nicks.
What?
There's a lot of like, or do you mean just stuff that's not like a studio recording or stuff that people haven't heard yet?
Something that no one's heard. I want to find like
they've all heard it.
Where like Harry's in a closet somewhere and he's like, guys, please don't play this video because
Trapped in a closet.
A song I made about mama and like it's too personal for me. Let me just play this in my closet by myself. All right. How about this one? Have you heard this one?
No.
Oh, this is like someone covering him? What do you think about this? Let's react to this.
Anna. Don't know where you're laying. Just know it's not with me.
Oh, do we say goodbye now?
Let's say goodbye. Squid Squad! We're back. By the way, if we ever don't stream, it's Vincent's fault. I'm trying to stream every day, and Vincent is like, he's moving to a new house. I don't know what he's doing, honestly.
I'm going to give it all up and disconnect my Wi-Fi.
What do you think about her voice?
Sick of it all.
What do you think about her voice,
Technology. It's good.
Every time I see your face, there's only so much I can take, oh, Anna.
I could tell she's trying on the guitar, but she's a bit amateurish.
No, she's doing it exactly like Harry does it.
No, is she?
I tease the people because he's still like learning guitar himself.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is this a pick? Is that like what he does?
All right, well, everybody, thanks for being here. I believe my mom is still watching.
Your mom?
Yeah, we have one viewer right now.
Really?
Well, I'm one of them. You're one of them. Thank you for being here. See you next time, if there is a next time.
Peace out, y'all. We're out.